Hello, this is your boy Adam Liu back with another episode of the COVID is Bad podcast. This episode, I'm going to be talking about one, whether masks do or do not work, as in prevent the spread of infection, and two, whether you should still be masking in the year 2026. So, first question, I read multiple studies. I do my research, folks. And our first study looked at counties in the U.S. with mask mandates versus ones without mask mandates. And this is right before mask mandates were removed nationwide, 2022. And it found lower COVID-19 deaths in the counties with mask mandates. Pretty substantial. Okay. And then our next one looked at countries with mask mandates versus ones without. And this is right in the beginning of the pandemic, 2020. It looked at European countries who hadn't implemented mask mandates versus the Eastern Asian countries, which did. And then masks were a traditional part of their culture. And it also found lower COVID-19 deaths in the countries with the mask mandates. Okay. And the reason I use multiple studies again is, sure, some of these studies might be flawed. They're not perfect one for one. But if there's multiple studies saying one thing, then I'd say that's pretty good evidence that that one thing does work. And then this last study, it evaluated 5 different studies, right? 5 different studies looking at whether masks prevent the spread of infection. All the studies did find that the masks do prevent infection, but there was a high risk of bias in these studies and whatnot. Number was around like 50% lower chance to get infection. And there's also been numerous occurrences of masked individuals not getting infected, being near an infected person. So yes, they work 100%. And no, it's not some government conspiracy to I don't know, get you to put on a mask. There's no government conspiracy at work here. They just work to prevent the spread of transmission, and they're pretty effective at it. However, the next question perhaps is a little bit more controversial. Should you still be masking in the year 2026? And my answer to that is that it depends on what the current wastewater data is saying. If your state or county is the wastewater data is high, as in like there's a lot of COVID-19 being found in the wastewater, then yes, I would say you should 100% mask, because as I've established in previous episodes, catching COVID increases your risk of autoimmune issues. It increases your risk of getting a debilitating condition called POTS. It damages your immune system. It could give you debilitating long COVID symptoms, which many people are living with right now. And if you look at the disability chart, disabilities have gone up since 2020. So yes, you should not be catching COVID, and you should be very careful not to give COVID to others. Even if COVID doesn't affect you like that, you could potentially disable somebody else and change their life forever. So even if in times where COVID cases are quite low, according to the wastewater data, but if you're feeling sick, I would definitely wear a mask. I mean, it's what a lot of the Eastern European countries do and still do to this day, and which is why perhaps they handled the pandemic a lot better than the U.S. and other Western countries, because they were used to masking. They were used to these measures. There's definitely peaks and valleys when it comes to COVID cases every year. Right now, we're at a valley, but I'm sure in the winter there's going to be another peak, and you should definitely be looking to mask up and protect your health and the health of the people around you. Because if you want to be into all that wellness stuff and all that, my mental health and oh my God, I journal every day, you should 100% be careful with not catching COVID, because that could really change your life for the worse. Just ask me, just ask a lot of people I know. And yeah, that's Adam Liu with the episode of Don't Catch COVID, or COVID is bad. Yeah.